Today's video is sponsored by Dixondale Farms. I've been using this product for several years now, and I have always been highly pleased with the onions that I receive from Dixondale. These are great onions. It's a good way to get started in your garden with onions, and I highly recommend these. We thank you, Dixondale Farms, for your generous donation of 10 bunches of Texas Super Sweet Yellow Onions. Thank you. Well, welcome back. On today's video, we're going to be planting some beautiful Texas Super Sweet Yellow Onions, and we're going to plant them in 1 gallon containers to make bunching onions for the salads, right? Mm-hmm. And you also make kimchi and all kinds of other little side dishes with them.
Oh yeah.
So she uses these in a lot of her cookings, and I just like them in a salad, tell you the truth. Mm-hmm. But anyway, we're going to be using these beautiful Dixondale onions, and we're going to be planting them in some 1 gallon containers. And you know, when you hear 1 gallon in the landscaping or the nursery business, you think of a 1 gallon milk jug. Well, that's really not the case. This is what they call a 1 gallon plant. It's much smaller than a gallon volume of water. So keep that in mind when you go to buy these buckets. This is a 1 gallon, and that's all I need for bunching onions. Now, I get these containers I get from zenhydro.com, and then I also get these type. They're a little bit cheaper, a little bit more flimsy. You know, they're not as heavy duty as these. These last me several years. These will last me a couple year, 2 years, maybe 3 years. Mm-hmm. But I get these at greenhousemegastores.com. So if you want to get some of these buckets, those are the 2 places I buy them from. And these are the donated onions that Dixondale Farm sent us, and I'm really excited about these. They come in a bunch. You get about 75 or 80 onions in each one of these bunches, and when you get them, you need to open them up and separate them out, you know, so they can get some air to them like that. And what we're going to do today is we're going to pick out, you know, enough onions to plant in the little 1 gallon containers. And I usually use the little ones, the little scrawny ones. I use those for bunching onions, and the much bigger onion I use to plant in the earth bed over there, so we'll have another year's supply of onions. Mm-hmm. Last year we planted a whole row of of the Texas Legends, mm-hmm. and you know, that's been 7 months now, mm-hmm. and we're still eating those things. They mm-hmm. store great, and they taste good too, right?
And we gave it away to a bunch of people, families, friends.
We gave 25-pound bags of onions away mm-hmm. to people that would come over and say, please, no more onions. I said, okay. I guess we must have had 500-600 pounds of onions. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to try to plant that many this year. We overdid it a little, but you know, we donate some to the food pantries and people that need it, and the friends and neighbors and family, so they don't go to waste. It's just, you know, there's no sense in growing way more than you need, but enough to help other folks out too. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get these in the buckets, and I wanted to walk through that process with you because a lot of people have asked about, you know, growing green onions. You know, I don't usually grow them from seed, which there's nothing wrong with that at all, if that's how you want to do it. I've just always had so much success using a live plant and getting them started right off the bat, and I don't have to wait long because I got about that much patience on things sometimes. What are you laughing at? Yeah. Anyway, these grow well for me. They're very good. It's a yellow onion, very sweet, Texas Super Sweet. The nomenclature for it is a 1015Y. Mm-hmm. 1015 why. So if you want to order these from Dixondale Farms, they got a great website. Go to their website, check it out. You can order it straight online and have it delivered right to your front door. And living way out here in the middle of where we live, that's a real nice benefit, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
And they're great people to work with too. If you ever have questions or problems or anything like that about how to grow your onions, give them a call. They will be more than happy to help you, or shoot them an email. They'll get you back the information you need pretty promptly. I'm pretty, they're really good people to work with. So give them a shot, Dixondale Farms. All right, you about ready to get started? What I do is I've got a container soil mix that we've used for many years. Is simply a 3 equal parts of peat, black cow manure, and some potting soil. And I use a little perlite in there to help keep it aerated. And I mix that together thoroughly. We're going to fill the pot up about 2/3 of the way, maybe a little more than 2/3, a couple inches from the top. And then we're going to put in about a tablespoon of blood meal into the bucket. And then we'll add a little bit more soil on top of that, pack it down, and then we're going to insert all of our little onions in here and water them in. And we're going to go through that process with you right now. So it's a very easy process, and about time to get started. Now, if you want to make this container soil for yourself, we got a video. You can put that, thumbnail and a link to that video on the channel on this video. So go check out that video on how to make container soil at home. Save you a little bit of money if you're making a whole bunch of containers like we do. If you're just doing 10 or 12 pots, just go buy some container soil at your nearest nursery. But if you're doing dozens and dozens and dozens of containers, it would behoove you to make your own soil. So you about ready? Let's roll. Okay, the first thing I do is I get my container, and as you can see, I have filled it up to where it's about 2 inches from the top. Then I add just a little bit, maybe a tablespoon of blood meal to that, right on top of it. Then I fill it up the rest of the way with some more soil. So that blood meal is down about two inches down below the surface here, right at the root level of those new plants. Okay, so now there's our pot. Now let me show you how we get the plants in there. Okay, what I use is a dowel. I use this for a lot of things. When I plant my leeks, when I plant these bunching onions, I use this too. And what I do is I come right here and I push down. You see how deep I put that in? About 3 or 4 inches. Then I take my onion, I put it right on in there, and I cover it up, pack it in. I try to get about 5 to 6 onions in each one of these little 1-gallon containers. See how fast they go? It's very easy. Doesn't take long. And these things are pretty fast growers too, so you'll be pretty surprised at how fast they can grow. And after these things get on big, we'll show you how to actually get them out of the pot. There's a little trick to that too, but it's not a big deal. And they come right on out of there. And when you do, you get you a bunch of about 6 onions, just like you would get from the grocery store. So there's the first one done, nice and tight. Now we're ready to actually water that in and get it out on the grow table. But me and Nancy are going to put together some more of these, and we'll get them out on the grow table, and we'll see you over there as soon as we get them installed. Well, there we go. We got about 75 or 80 of these little 1-gallon containers filled with the little buncheon onions. So Nancy's watering them in right now. You want to stay on top of your watering with these. You want to keep that soil moist. You don't want it saturated. You just want it moist to the touch. You don't want these to dry out. But these don't take very long, and they'll have you some nice green onions for your salad in just a matter of a few weeks. So we'll be back in the days ahead. We'll watch the progression of these like we always do as these continue to grow all the way up until we get to harvest. Right, Pee-wee? Okay, we'll see y'all soon. Well, good morning. Our little buncheon onions have been out here on the grow table for 4 weeks. And we hit them with the liquid nitrogen. We put in a little fish emulsion. It was about a week ago, wasn't it, sweetie? It was about a week ago. So they're getting some growth now on the tops. You can take a look at them up close and see that the tops are starting to get some traction. So we're looking forward to maybe another couple of weeks from now, these things will be ready to start harvesting. So Nancy says, go out there and get me a bunch of onions. I'll come out here and we'll grab some. We'll put them in over there and clean them off and take them in. She can make some stir fries or salads or whatever she comes up with. She uses them quite often over there in the cooking department. So they're doing great. We're really happy with them. We also got a nice stand of onions over in the earth garden, Texas Super Sweets over there. So we're gonna let them bulb up and be big old onions. So we'll be putting those into long-term storage here next spring. So we're gonna let them all winter over and enjoy them next spring. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks. We'll take another look at these beautiful little onions and see how they're doing. See you soon. Well, welcome to spring. Our green and buncheon onions did a great job over the winter. They wintered over and they've just took off growing here, and we've actually been enjoying these little buncheon onions with some of our meals already. So they're doing great. If you take a look at them, you can see that, you know, the plant structure is absolutely beautiful. They've got some good tops and a lot of white bottom on them. I like to have a little bit of a bulb on them, to tell you the truth. I just like them better that way. And we have 2 tables full. If you look down the table, you can see there's plenty of them. So we got plenty for us, and some for the freezer, and some for you know, folks that like a little extra help once in a while. We give them out, you know, some food, some vegetables. So we just love to share with folks. And this is always a kitchen favorite. You can use green onions in just about everything you cook if you want to, and we do. So anyway, let's take one of these little pots, and we'll head over yonder to the harvest area, and we'll clean up this pot. I'll show you how I harvest these things out of these pots, and I'll clean them up and get them ready for Miss Nancy in the kitchen. So I'll see you over at the harvest area. Okay, here's how I do this. It's really, really pretty simple. I take the entire pot of onions and I grab the tops, grab them kind of firmly, and all you do is just slide them. Slide the whole root ball right out of the pot. Comes out pretty easy, being that it's root bound like that. So you pull it out. Then I take the water stream. I put it on jet on my wand. So I got a jet stream coming out of there. And I wash down the onion from the top down. And you'll see the onions get exposed, see? And remember, I was talking about I like kind of a little bit of a bulb on there. See my little bulbs? You can see my little bulbs on the bottom of my green. I like them that way. Okay. Now they'll come right off of there. Okay. Those right there are ready to go over to the sink, and let me take it to step 2 and see if I can't clean those up just a little bit better, because Miss Nancy likes high quality in the kitchen, so I'm gonna try to give it to her. So let's go over here and wash these up. Now this part of the process is pretty easy. What I normally do is I'll take these little roots right here. I cut them right off of there. And I'll come up about 6 inches above here, and I take off the tops. And then I just peel off any of that loose skin, that first little layer there. I'll peel that right on off. Okay. That onion right there is ready for Miss Nancy's kitchen. Let me get the rest of these cleaned up, and we'll take them on in. Well, there we go. That's some nice, pretty green onions for Miss Nancy. I think she'll be well pleased with that. Boy, they smell good. Anyway, we've got her a little bunch, and as you can see, when I put them in that 1 gallon container and I go and I harvest one, it gives me 1 bunch of onions, you know, so that's why I call them bunching onions. I harvest them by the bunch, and you know, you must put a rubber band around that. That'd be better than anything you get at the grocery store, I guarantee it. But that right there is some good eating. And I want to also remember to thank Dixondale Farms for your kind, generous donation of all the green onions and all the onions in our garden this year. You made a big difference for me and Nancy. We really appreciate you helping and supporting our channel. So any of you guys want to grow some onions, touch base with Dixondale Farms and get your orders in, because they're some good folks to work with, and they sure got a good product. This is the Texas Super Sweets. I've also got the bigger onions that came with these out in the earth bed, you know, growing up to be full onions. As you can see how fast they're growing just in the green onion stage, and now they're going out to bulb out this summer, and we'll be harvesting those in about 3 more months. We'll harvest those, and that'll give us enough onions to last us a whole year. These things put up well, and we'll go through that with you together on the how to store these onions. Very good onion. So we thank you for watching. I hope that our videos brought a little peace to your day and some joy to your heart. And until me and Nancy see you next time, always remember, by His hands we are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen.
Have a blessed day.